All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Check it out, Reed.
On first down, Davidson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check, 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 check. No trade. Under crunch. Nickel, nickel, nickel.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On third down, it's Davidson, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go! 45 tonight, 45 tonight. Keep it up, guys. 45.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
45. Come, baby. Woo!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 45 to Mike. Yeah, that's what I do. 45. Mike, 45.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Shift. Check 3. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down. It's Davidson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Hayes. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
It's just me and you.
On 4th down, Cunningham. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Fancy footwork at the 45. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. at the Falcons' 28-yard line.
Set, hut. Touchdown. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Joker. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Left three. Shift. Tighten up.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Mike 5-4. What we got? Mike's 54. And let's get in there, huh? Out.
On third down, Vic. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Second down. It's Moore. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
45 for Mike. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, hot route. Hot. Let's go. Come on. Check, 45. Ain't no such thing as a loss. Kill.
From the gun, Vic. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Check safety, check safety. Slam.
On first down, Davidson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Cut. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. In the face. Mike 56.
Now Cunningham. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Hayes. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cunningham looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Mike 51. Watch the curl.
On third down, Cunningham. This is Clark. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Hey, check Mike.
Vic now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 45 is the mic. Ready? check. 45 the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Vic to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. Looking for Clark. He's got him complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 25 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Check 26, check 23. All right, safety cream.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 45. Get that quarterback in.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long.
Kill. It's free. Forty's Mike. All day, baby, all day. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go, Mike. 61. That's Fox. Mike, watch the out.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch. Anyway. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Exit.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Rush in. Check three.
They'll try a toss here with Sayers. And some strong running. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Come on.
From the gun, Vic. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 41, Vick. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Vick. And he's got his target. That's more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Davidson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Cunningham going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Set, ready, and read. 6, high 7, high 7, 6. Let's go. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out.
To throw on 2nd down. Cunningham escaping the pressure. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big play there for the Panthers. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
But looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Vick. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cunningham to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Drive on. Watch the whip. Sponge. 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 No, no, no. That's it. 45. 45. Mike, 45. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
To throw, Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, Vic. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Cunningham. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. A play fake. Now Cunningham. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check it out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Come on, D. 45. 45. Mike 45. Go. 45.
Operating from the gun. Vic. Looking left sideline. Incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From from the gun. Vick. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Switch. Switch. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Check. 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 Check.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Check. 45 to Mike. Here we go, D.
Again, it's Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Get off the train tracks.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun. Vick, now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let him know. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. Hey, watch the lane.
On 4th down, Vick, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That's our own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Vick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Here we go.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Atlanta, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.